And I'm not gonna recreate or reenact Elon Musk over at the inauguration, right? Was it the inauguration?
I'll do it. No, I'm joking.
Oh, I'll diss Kendrick Lamar and then I'll get a bunch of impressions on Twitter. Like, dude, you're Kanye West.
I mean, I didn't find a match, but I did okay. Like my biggest.
Hold on, you were in it too?
I'm telling you, I was a contestant. So it was all the girls lined up. And then they'd be like, all right, bring out your next contestant. And then one of them was me, below like 23, 24.
Yo, man, I think I'm starting to age out of rap.
Oh, there's like 6 now. It's like you want to watch a couple white teens get smacked by this guy while you do, you know, and then it keeps increasing. I even heard Joe Budden just like freaking and staring at strippers. Like,
but Kanye doing an interview with Akademiks is looking over at Drake saying, "What's going on? I thought that was your man's."
Good, clean.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Just to be cool? You know what I'm saying? I'm gangster. You know what I'm saying? I got it on me. You're going to jail.
We love hip hop.
1 2 1 2. Gotta got my ice cap. Yeah, what I was just saying there, you know, before I took my quick little washroom break there. It just started sparking up things in my brain here about the back in the days crews and the names of the crews, because I was just telling you how I was part of a crew called the Autobots.
Autobots,
Right?
here to bring the funk. What year was this? What era?
This is the 90s. Right?
Early 90s?
Yeah, early 90s. This is when I was in like junior college, because we don't have grade 12 in Montreal.
Okay, is it like a grade 13?
Yeah, grade 12, grade 13 type shit is junior college, and then you can go on to university, right?
Oh, okay.
It's called CJEP.
Okay.
Right, so when I was in CJEP, I was part of I was an honorary member of a crew called the Autobots, right? Which was like a rap crew. And it was a rap crew. They were on some street shit, right? But back in those days, there was also in New York the Decepticons. And I was telling you there was also the Tiny Toons over here, which was like I think there was like a Looney Tunes and Common Gang Strong. Y'all will know, like the older heads, if there was like a Looney Tunes and a Tiny Toons crew too. Because like this is pre me even being here in Toronto.
Yeah.
But it started making me think like, what was the infatuation of like using cartoons or comic books or whatever and then naming the like street crews and shit after that? Like that's, I don't know, it's kind of weird when I think about it.
I was just thinking that when you were listing the names, I'm like, these are also cartoony.
Yeah.
And then, do you remember back in the day when mans would wear the super baggy clothes and there'd be like some graphic design of like Bugs Bunny, but like Thugs Bunny, like, you know, like he would be like thugged out with like a fitted or like smoking a blunt or something, or like they had all these cartoon characters portraying like gangster imagery.
You know what it might be? And this is maybe just me now realizing in hindsight. It might have been because we were hella young.
Like that was just what was cool.
Yeah, we were just coming off of watching all of that shit on TV, like as kids, and now we're getting older as like teenagers, and you know, getting into gangs and crews and stuff. And like the first go-to name is something that we were just watching maybe a year or so ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I distinctly recall those Tweety Bird images, but Tweety Bird is like pissed.
Yeah.
Like it's like a gangsta Tweety Bird.
Yeah. It was all back in those times where it was like we used to take the comic books too, you know what I'm saying? Like take the comic books and connect them with like gangs. You know what I'm saying? Not way different than today. Now, these days, like obviously there was always the Bloods and Crips and stuff like that too. They didn't fashion themselves off of cartoons and shit, you know what I'm saying? But over the years, gangs have not been like naming themselves off of cartoons. It's more off of like their block, their building, you know, the 03 gang, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, we got to figure out, well, what's 03? And it's like, oh, that's the block that they're from, you know what I'm saying? The
bus route.
Yeah, like it's way different than back in the days, man. Let's start this shit off, man. Listen, salute to Dusty Wallace. He's still out on not out on leave. I was gonna say out on leave. He's out there in the world. He's got mad kids, bro.
Okay. Big up Dusty.
He's said over here a few times that he's got like 6 kids. You know what I'm saying? So
Holy.
he's got birthdays to deal with, and when he comes back, he'll give us a little bit more details about the business that he got going on. But he's bubbling. But we're gonna hold it down this week. Let's start the shit off.
This is so breezy. Always be this easy.
Damn, man. It's making me sad listening to this.
Where are you, Yeezy?
Where
are you, Yeezy? I think the best crash out we've ever seen on the internet
is Yeezy.
Yes, we're witnessing it right now. The things he is saying is unfathomable in today's like social climate. Like he took it all the way there.
Yeah. We'll get to it. We'll get to Mr. West. But let's get into it, man. We are is the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most toast Friday, Ricky Dread, aka non-divisive Rick, aka your favorite Twitter nigga, man. We over here, man. We back over here. Episode 560, B3 Studios. Like I said in the beginning, big salute to Dusty Wallace. He's out there in the world. You'll see him next week. But as usual, we have here Mr.
What is it?
I don't even know this
what
week,
is it
man.
Today, bro?
This guy is the head of the white boy coalition. DJs are in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The white boy whisperer.
Pause. DJs are, aka Young Shawarma, aka Burrow Sound, back at it like a crack addict.
Jeez.
And yes, white rap crews tend to find me. Right?
Oh man, hold on. Just to give people some reference before we even get into it.
Shout out H Block Goons.
Oh man, let me go.
I got the full interview coming out actually tonight, or tonight, so Saturday night.
You probably never heard of that, but it's a school in Millwoods. Like all my dogs there, like fuck with all our music heavy and shit like that, and like like they said, we've never got the hate to our face. Like there's certain people who would be like, they want to talk shit, but not right to their face.
I'll go to Instagram here. Let's go to the We Love Hip Hop Instagram. Sorry,
it's on your page too. It's on your page.
I know, that's where I'm going.
Yo, this brings up so many conversations because, okay, like obviously they're saying some things on their track, like they're talking about like taking mans in the muffin and shooting brains and like like knocking deads and stuff, like miskin youths, like they're talking like some drill stuff in their music, right?
Yeah.
And I think that now, because it's all about virality, rap cap is more accepted than it ever was before. I'm not saying they are rap capping; they could be legit.
Watch
you know
out,
what I'm
bro.
saying? No.
Maybe I'm spin back over from Edmonton.
No,
bro.
they're good. They're good people. Like, and I met them, and they're really cool, and they understand like the new social media is all about like controversy and stuff. If anything, but from what I've seen in the comments, it's like
let me play it here so people know what we're talking about.
That you guys make rap cap music.
Miskin kid one talking and that run down dude with our
the bet.
Welcome, man. Welcome, man. You hear me? Welcome.
No, we on timing. We on timing.
For sure. Timing.
That's all we gotta say, honestly.
No,
we're gonna keep talking our shit.
The same people who be saying the rap cap bullshit after we got the features and all that other shit. Watch, they're about to be in our comments on some bullshit. And I can't even lie, bro. If you with us, bro, then it's love. You with us. Like the people who know they're with us, they know this love.
We respond the same way we respond to everything else. Just like how they say, we pay for all the promo. Oh, we paid so much for this YG. We don't respond because it's all bullshit. None of that is like, they're just yapping.
Who's sorry. I know that's your people's right there.
Yo,
whose kid is this, man?
Yo, okay. Okay, this is what I'm going to say. Okay, so that kid speaking on the very right is 15 years old.
Yo,
he is the brother of the guy in the blue with the long hair and the stash, and he's like early 20s. So they have a range, but they're all like below like 23, 24.
Yo, man, I think I'm starting to age out of rap. I think I'm having the eureka moment right now. I'm aging out of hip hop, bro. Because like, no offense, okay, and salute to these guys, okay, but I'm so used to a different hip hop growing up, man. Like backpacks and jeans and Timbs.
Yeah,
and
we were talking about beatboxing. There's always a beatboxer in the crew.
beatboxers.
No, but I don't know if you can put this under the umbrella of hip hop. I think this is a subcategory that's like almost like social media driven. Like it's like a new thing. You know what I'm saying? Because what I noticed, and like, yo, these guys they just started bubbling. They got YG on a remix. Like, I think off the strength, like YG just rocked with it. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I can tell that like they have more viewers than they have listeners, if that makes sense.
It's the same thing that we were talking about last week or maybe a couple of weeks ago with and not to compare them to YN or what was his name? Something 30, the little kid, the little white kid.
Not Lil Brazy?
Lil Brazy.
Lil Brazy.
No, it's actually Lil Brazy 30.
Lil Brazy 30. Pardon me.
I did a little research, right? But he's getting clicks, but he's not getting streams.
That's, because they're two different intentions, right? Like with the viewership, you're looking for the shock value, you're looking for the controversy, you're looking because it's sensationalized. Yeah. With the music is you just want good music.
Yeah. And the streams are gonna pay you too. Like, unless like there's Instagram's paying you in any kind of way, you could have a whole bunch of viral posts on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. If it's not translating to, getting 50,000 at least monthly listeners on Spotify or different listening platforms, where's the money?
At that point, you're just like a spectacle and it's not really benefiting you.
Yeah.
We notice that a lot with social media stars who do music is that they get the views and the numbers, but the Spotify is super low. The Apple Music super low.
Yeah. Maybe their YouTube video, if they do something crazy in it, then that might have like some views because they went viral off the music video too. But if not, then it's like everything else is low except for the social media pages. But salute to them.
Salute.
Let me start off with saluting the sponsors before we get into our stories here. Big salute to Canna Cans and also Diamond Club. Okay, Canna Cans or Diamond Club is the carrier Canna Cans. Okay, they got the freshest piff and the, all different types of 420 needs, pens, edibles, anything you need, okay? They got same-day delivery to GTA, and if you need a package sent over to Edmonton, Saskatchewan, wherever, they got your back also, all right? Hit them up on their Instagram page, CannaCans_Canada1, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page, DiamondClub_Canada. Use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a fat discount. Also, if you need some of that Blemmas, there's a package of that steaming hot grab on the table right there. They got delivery across the GTA. And if you all different types of grabber flavors and ways that you could dispense the grabber, hit them up on their Instagram page, the steaming hot grabber. Use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a fat discount. Also, big salute to my people in Ottawa, but also my people over here in Toronto. Big salute to Only Loud. All right, Only Loud has the freshest piss for their own brand. But they also got like a real new fat pack from Astro Pink that just came in the other day, right now, and a few different strains that they get, okay? Hit them up on their Instagram page, Only Loud Canada, and you could also find them on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. Before we get into our stuff here, how's your week been, bro?
It's been good, man. Just making content and yeah, man, just living life, I guess, making money. Yeah. Got some gigs lined up, editing. I did the I did the Pop the Balloon for the Real Bad Girls of the 6. Okay, and I'm gonna say this right now. That was my video that was posted. You know what I'm saying? It got actually some good reviews because they were like, wow, like the quality was good. I'm like, it was straight up off my iPhone.
Just to give some people some context to the video. So, okay. When I first saw this video, I was assuming that this was off of the season finale, or not this, the reunion show.
Yeah.
For Real Bad Girls of the 6.
Yeah.
So you're saying they did a Pop the Balloon for Real Bad Girls of the 6?
Yeah, this was not the reunion. This was just the Pop the Balloon. I was one of the contestants.
Okay, so let's unpack this in two different ways, okay?
Yes.
First, break down what was happening outside here.
I'm going to be honest with both Friday and the audience right now. I really don't know what is going on. All I remember was that I seen a bunch of people going outside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'ma see what's popping. I'm nosy like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and all the girls is like yelling and stuff. And then I see people posted by a car. And I hear people trying to explain it. I don't know if it was like someone approached a girl about a dude. That's all I understood from it.
Right.
It wasn't real smoke, but just the fact that it is that environment and the show has built that culture. Everyone else was on that timing. So it added the fuel to the fire where it's like, it was a bigger situation than it actually was on camera.
Yeah. So it looked like it was going to be a lot of drama, but nobody actually swung.
And that's the beauty of reality TV. It's like these moments that aren't scripted, aren't actually serious, but there is drama infused in it, you know?
Yeah, there's underlying drama that can happen. We know that there's stories underneath why these guys have beef.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Pop the balloon.
Yeah.
Right? Because the pop the balloon phenomenon has not gone away. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be a 2024 thing. It's still running, fam. I don't even watch Pop the Balloon with Arletta. Okay, like I know Shorty's name, who is the host of the most popular one. I watched the reactions of Pop the Balloons through mediocre tutorials and reviews.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, bro. Sometimes through Flocko. Like, that's how good this shit has been. So tell me, how did this happen? How did that work out?
Okay, so boom, I show up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm on time. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else was not on time. They told me it was a black thing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just show up on time.
The white guy shows up.
No one even knew that I showed up on time because no one was there to witness it. But I was on time. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm there. People start coming. There's like an audience section. And then you see some of the real bad girls, you know, and I know some of them.
Yeah.
And then my boy De La Noche, who's an artist, he was with me. Eventually, like he pulled up. And then DJ Natural Wave was in it as well.
Salute.
So eventually, like they get us to line up. We're assigned numbers.
Hold on. Natural was one of the contestants? Keep going.
Broski, I cannot wait for this video to come out because all of us were just like, yo, this is W content. Because you know what I was thinking while you were talking about Pop the Balloon? There's something so primal about watching mate selection in real time that I feel like it's so universal that you can watch a random Pop the Balloon from like a random country, but you're still intrigued because you want to know if the mate is selected and why or why not, and then the interactions that happen after. Like,
you know what Pop the Balloon is? It's live Tinder.
It is pretty much live Tinder.
Yeah, it's IRL Tinder. Right? Because you could do the swipe left, swipe right, pop the balloon. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you see the person that you don't like, swipe left. You know what I mean? Pop your balloon. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could see it in real time.
Yeah.
Right? Have a little bit of a conversation. Like, let's say two people, like, matched, right? And then they don't like each other's conversation. Boom. Pop the balloon. Unmatched.
Yeah. And explain why. Is this person usually your type? Like, the follow-up question.
That's the only thing you get in the Pop the Balloons is the explanations, because the host will be like, well, tell me why'd you pop? You know what I'm saying? But on like the apps and stuff like that, you don't get to know why. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so how did it go?
It went well. It was funny. I mean, I didn't find a match, but I did okay. Like my biggest...
Hold on, you were in it too?
I'm telling you, I was a contestant. So it was all the girls lined up. And then they'd be like, all right, bring out your next contestant. And then one of them was me.
Hold on, are you allowed to tell anybody yet before it drops?
Yeah, I did not sign no NDA. Snoopy didn't give me no type of contract. But I'm promoting it right now. Hopefully it's out soon. Maybe it's out by now when you're watching this.
Okay, so
shout out Crown. Shout out all the people in the production, Vegas, everything. He wasn't there that day, but yeah, Crown held it down.
I promise, gang, we're gonna get into some news just now.
Yes.
I just need I have questions,
bro. That's why I brought it up, because it was actually crazy.
So DJ Czar walks out. Our next contestant, DJ Czar.
No, it was like, all right, bring out the next guy.
All right.
And like I was number 4.
And you walked out. How many girls were in the line?
Like 10 to 12, I think.
10 to 12?
Yeah.
As soon as you walked out, how many balloons popped?
None.
My man.
None. I believe it was none, but I feel like eventually it didn't take too long. Hopefully there wasn't one right away. But like I got a good reception because keep in mind, like this is like a mostly like black production. Okay. So I'm like one of the few white dudes. And like the other white You know what? It's an edge. It's an edge. It's an edge. And yo, this is the thing. This is what I realized, Sam, because there were other like white passing dudes there, but they were the white dudes with the braids.
Oh,
like shout out De La Noche. Well, he's not white. He's Trini. And shout out this guy named Paperboy something Grams, Paperboy Grams or something. He's like a Toronto rapper.
I won't. You can't say it, and I'm not saying that you guys, but this is what people call them: wiggers. Keep going. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, so like, but okay, like,
Okay,
you know,
so
in the
no pops in the first when you first walked out.
Yeah.
Because I watched this shit, right? What was the first time, like the first question that you started hearing some pops?
When I just started speaking. I think after I answered like a couple preliminary questions, I think I heard a pop.
How many?
One, I think. Man, I hope I'm not wrong. I think it was one. I think Hennessy was the first girl to pop me. Shout out Hennessy, but she was like, I'm sorry, like you're cute, but I like black guys or something. And I was like, well, I can't help you there. So
okay, all right. Now the next time more balloons popped, what was the next thing that you said that more balloons popped?
Okay, without spoiling too much, I'll tell you where the most balloons popped.
Yes.
So I expressed that like I felt like a connection with one of the girls, and then someone paged me about it.
Okay.
And I was like, what, you can't have a connection to multiple girls or multiple people?
Oh.
Pop, 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 pop. They're like, you were cute until you said that. I was like, yo, what?
Okay.
Like,
now I got the information I need. I got you now.
Yeah.
Now, once you heard pop, 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 because I never could, I'm only watching through the screen. How did that feel, bro?
Honestly, because they weren't like, because it was self-inflicted.
Yeah.
I didn't feel too bad because like, it wasn't my appearance. It wasn't what I was wearing.
It was what you said.
It's literally what I said in that moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I thought it was funny. Like every time there was a pop, I treated it like it was a funny moment because I didn't want to take it seriously.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about the content. And I also don't want to like crash out because like some girls, not with me, but some girls got mad disrespectful with some of the dudes.
Really?
Yeah. Like very like violation. Like,
Okay. I hopefully it's out by the time that that people see this.
Check that out.
Hopefully it's out by the time I go home to edit because I want to cut in some of these pieces.
Yo, I hope you're gonna hear the pops. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
But salute to you, man.
Yes, sir.
As far as my week has been, I have nothing, man. Do I have nothing?
Well, Top 5 called in.
Yeah, Top 5 called in. There's been a bunch of different things, but my shit is just all intertwined with the actual news shit that I have on the list here. This like my life is this shit, man. I have no life, man. I all I do is concentrate on media, editing. What's the next content piece that could be a dope piece of content, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta live and breathe this shit.
Yeah, man. It's just I'm on it. But let's get to like some of the stuff that is going on in the news. Let's start with Ye.
Discover Cans, where quality meets innovation. With over 24 premium strains, each carefully sealed in our signature cans for maximum freshness. We're redefining the cannabis experience. Trusted Canada-wide for consistency and reliability. We deliver the product you deserve. Elevate your expectations and explore the difference with Cans. You can find Cans on Instagram at @Cans_Canada, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page, DiamondClub_Ontario. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a little discount. Salute to the sponsors. Cheer!
Okay, I got a few Ye segments here, but because Ye's been going off on Twitter, as you mentioned earlier in the episode, and he's still going. If you go on Twitter right now and you go to Kanye's page, it's still constant tweets. I think he takes maybe a few hours to take a nap, and then he just gets back up and goes back on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing that stood out to me, or especially, was the Top 5 stuff. He started getting involved with tweeting at Top 5, calling Top 5, or not calling him, but texting him. You know what I'm saying? That started becoming a thing. And, you know, he, let me see if I can find some of these last tweets as far as the updates between him and Top 5. But what's your thoughts on this? Why do you think that he's even contacting Top 5 in the first place?
I really couldn't tell you because all I could speculate is that it has something to do with the proximity to Drake. Maybe some type of like power move. because I know with Kanye and Drake, they have this like weird like competition.
Yes.
And the things they do to one another,
Mhm.
it's like extreme, like pause, but like Drake allegedly like smashing Kim, like Kanye getting Drake on a song and then changing it up to skibbity boop bop or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Poopity scoop.
Yeah, you know? Like, so I don't know if this is like a part of their military strategy.
So you're
that would
thinking
be my
that he might
guess.
be using top 5 as a pawn?
I think so, because he's even mentioned in the text, like, oh, top 5, you wanted me to send you this, you wanted me to send you that. It could be top 5 reaching out. It could be Drizzy sending top 5 to reach out. It could be Kanye just reaching out. Like, there's so many different angles as to why. Like, are they going to make a song? Is it just they're going to take a picture? Like, what is this moment leading to?
Well, the last update I have is, hey guys, Ye just told me and my boss Bundog to meet him in China. Should we go? All right.
Yes.
You think yes?
Yes, because you know what? You're not going to do no crazy shit in China. Like,
this is true.
Like, good luck trying to, if you're really trying to like do something to Ye, like good luck doing it in China.
Yeah.
You know, so it could just be a moment of like interaction, and that's big, bro. That's big. The fact that like Bundog and Top 5 are kind of on this like global stage right now.
Yeah.
Amidst this like Kanye, like I guess stream of consciousness.
Yeah, well, because I guess it's good and it's not good at the same time, because he literally has to go and get rid of Bundog has to go change his number, bro.
Yes, he did dox the number, and it was a 647 number.
Yeah.
Those aren't easy to get anymore, I heard.
I wrote disrespectful things back.
Oh, you know what? Let me play this in the beginning, bro. Because there's some idiots on Reddit who have like wax in their ears. Listen.
Bundog and Ye are beefing now. It's crazy.
Hold on. I'm live right now, fam. I'm live right now. I'm live.
Call the live stream. Kanye's a bitch ass nigga.
What? People are thinking that they said Friday's a bitch ass nigga.
When I was watching this live, when he first said that, I thought he said Friday. Then I rewatched it and I said, oh, I think he said Kanye.
He said Kanye's a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Why would he friggin' say that while he's talking to me on the damn phone?
Yeah, and I was like, wait, why did Friday just like skip past and be like, yo, man, so what's really going on? I'm like, didn't he just call you a bitch ass?
No. He said Kanye's a bitch ass nigga. Fam, well, how did that beef start, bro? Why did the man start going off on you, fam?
Yo, bro, the man reached out to me, said he wanted to work. I said, bro, I gotta call my big bro. And then I woke up in the morning. He wrote to me disrespectful things, and I wrote disrespectful things back.
He said he wanted to work. He said he had to holler at his big bro, Drizzy Drake. All right? So, I don't know. You say yes, go to China, because nothing can happen to Ye in China, but what can happen to them when they go over there, bro? Ye could just be like, yo, I'm not paying for your tickets back.
But they got money.
They're gonna have to spend money for a plane ticket from China? That's crazy.
Aren't these guys like super up? That should be late. Like, I'm not trying to like pocket watch, but like that wouldn't be too crazy.
It wouldn't be, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I didn't foresee having to spend money for a one-way trip back from China. You know what I'm saying? However many hours that takes to get back to Canada. Like, bro, are you gonna pay? Don't leave me stranded, or I don't know what you can do. Like, this guy's a billionaire. And he's not all there.
And you're in China where it's like, you don't speak the language. You don't know who runs which ends. Who do you got to check in with in China? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're
like,
at Ye's mercy if you just go to China and just go link up with them over there. I'm not saying that the mans can't hold their own, but in the end of the day, the man is a billionaire.
But what would the link up even bring about? Like, unless you're linking up at the studio, I feel like everything else can be sorted online.
Yeah.
Like remote. If you want to have a conversation, okay. But if you want to be in the studio and Kanye like showing the beats and explaining what he's thinking, I feel like he just wants to like talk to them and be like, this is what I think.
Yeah. And I told Five just from like my own behind the scenes conversation with him, I don't know about making music with him because he's super radioactive. You know what I'm saying? He's running around with diamond-crusted swastikas and all types of shit, like, bro.
So, yo, making a song with Kanye is still like a legendary feat.
Okay. I'm glad that you said that because some people would say, nah, bro, I'm not. ever doing anything with this guy Kanye because of his, anti, Semitic views and different things like that. But Kanye is still Kanye. I was playing his music in the beginning of the pod. Like, this is still Kanye, multi-platinum, probably diamond selling artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Grammy award winning producer. Like, he's still that guy. So do you make the music with him while he's still crashing out? Like, dude, like he has like, the 3K guys, like outfits and stuff like that he's posting on his website, bro. Or on Twitter.
I understand, like, aligning yourself with Kanye right now, in a way, could be social suicide. But I don't think it's social suicide in the way that it would have been a few years ago. Like, for some reason, the cancellation efforts on Kanye have kind of, like, plateaued. Like, it doesn't seem to be getting worse. It's almost like he maxed out. So everything else he says can't really exceed the level he's already set. You know what I'm saying?
He's not offending any new people. Like, he can't offend anybody else.
He's already done the worst, and now it's just like continuing it. It's not like it's going to get worse from here. So now it's almost like he's freed up. Like, he already survived the first cancellation attempt around these topics. So now it's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And like, you guys, the people who cancel me are still canceling me. The people who rock with me are still going to rock with me.
Yeah. I think, I think it's obvious that Kanye's always looking for attention, but because of the stuff that he did like last year or whatever the year before that he was getting canceled before like, because he already ran that play, he's still running it, but he's also starting to say super wild things to artists. Because he's like, all right, I ran that play already. You're not going to get more offended than you already got offended. Like, he says he likes the H guy, that's his homie, or he thought he was a good guy. Whatever he says, like, okay, you can't go anywhere past that. So now what can I do next? Start calling people F words, like that rhyme with maggot, you know what I'm saying? Start saying like Jay-Z's and Beyonce's kids have Down syndrome and this like wild shit.
No, like the thing is, like, he's kind of using that F word that rhymes with maggot in like the old way.
Yeah.
So that, it's like, I feel like you could still hear that in like stand-up comedy. So I feel like he's really pushing the edge of freedom of speech. And because he has so much power.
What are you going to tell him?
What are you going to tell him? Like, all you can do is remove him off Twitter, but like he'll find his way back on. And I do think that, I don't know if there's like some shared anti-Semitic sentiment with Elon Musk that they're both kind of playing on. Like, it almost feels like that could be the reason that this is being allowed.
Well, we do have that video. I'm late on my sound effects today. I needed one of these. And I'm not gonna recreate or reenact Elon Musk over at the inauguration. Right? Was it the inauguration?
I'll do it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You don't do it either. Right? But like, people were like, bruh, hello.
But was it intentional? I heard that he was just having like a Asperger's moment.
Oh, come on, bro.
Like, just excited in your body.
Asperger's moment was a high.
Bro, he was excited. It was a big moment.
To you. Listen, I'm trying very hard to not reenact it, but the way he was like, the way he explained it, he was like, I was showing out my heart to you. Like, get out of here, bro. You're trying to play we're playing with our intelligence, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, Elon, like, don't play with our intelligence, bro.
But don't you feel like if that was really what is it, a Sikh hail? What is it called? I don't know what it's called. Like,
and don't say it in the comments.
The N-word salute. The N-word salute. If it really was that, you don't think he would have been paged by like the Jewish elites?
Everybody tried to page him, bro, but it doesn't matter. He's just next to Trump. He's the super billionaire guy. You know what I'm saying? He's the Tesla man. Like,
yo, they are burning Teslas now, though. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah. The stock is super down. But you do have a point when it comes to Ye being able to get away with all of that rhetoric on that platform. Because once upon a time, people were canceling people on Twitter.
Yeah.
Right? Trump included. Until Elon bought it. Once Elon bought that shit, he brought back all of the people who were canceled from before, said, y'all can say whatever you want. It's a freedom of speech thing. And since then, Twitter's been the wild, wild west again.
It is. It's like a mixture between like Reddit, World Star, like Rumble, like the things I see on Twitter now, I would not have been able to imagine back in the day because they had a strict rule. Even back in the day during the pandemic,
that's what I'm saying.
Like people were getting their accounts removed and stuff. And
that wasn't back in the days. That wasn't that far back. Just a few years ago. And soon as homie took over, it was like all that shit is done. Kanye can say, or Trump can come back. He didn't. He still did come back, but he has his Truth Social. But we can let the shit, take the fence off and let's go crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I guess, man. Is Elon responsible for allowing it at that point? I think so.
Well, everybody's responsible for their own tweets or whatever they say, right? Just because the door is completely open for you to say wild shit doesn't necessarily mean you have to say it, unless that's how you feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or unless you're rage baiting. Because at this point, right, and we can get off of the top 5 and Ye stuff. Big salute to top 5, right? But Ye, I think, is rage baiting. And like that's like designated for like people who are trying to come up on Twitter and shit like that, bro. Like you're Kanye West, multi-billionaire, like I mentioned, Grammy Award winning. Like, what do you still need from us?
Attention, energy. Like, there's levels to rage baiting. Like, with people like City Boy JJ, they rage bait off the Toronto accent, off being cringe, off like purposefully doing that, right? Kanye's doing it to the extreme where it's like, I'm a rage bait about stuff that is like so far out there that you're gonna have to have an opinion on it.
Yeah, but the thing is with City Boy JJ, the difference between City Boy JJ and Kanye is City Boy JJ is still trying to come up and make his money off of entertainment. Kanye has all the money he needs. He's fucked all the bitches he's ever wanted to, and some. Okay? What else does he need? Because I feel like rage baiting is only designated to people who are trying to come up. You have come up and lapped all around, like lapped bare other artists in the game. So what else do you want from us? Like, why do you want our attention?
To sell a product or sell whatever he's trying to pitch in terms of ideas. Like
he already has our attention.
This is like he doesn't have to do this, is what you're saying.
He doesn't have to do this. He's already revered. He's already the guy. So why crash it to sell some t-shirts?
Okay, but after the Drake and Kendrick battle, right? That's where all the eyes were. When did Kanye reemerge? When he started, he even tried to reemerge during the beef by hopping on some remix or did like his own verse.
Remix.
Yeah. That didn't work. People, that didn't stick. You know what I'm saying?
I think it got deleted. Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, it was Quiet for Ye. And then what? The Bianca Sensori thing, right? Like he brought her out. She was like naked, shock value.
Well, before that, he was just bringing her out all these different places, half naked all the time. You know, he got head on the boat in Italy. He was doing all of these different things to attract attention from his wife.
Yes. And that was from his wife, but also from the public because, like, he knows, I feel like, how washed he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So hold on. Not to interrupt you. You just actually said the key word, though. How washed he is.
No, watched.
Oh,
that's
watched.
What I meant.
Oh, my bad.
But you're saying he's washed. I mean, some could argue that too. Like, he's obviously not in his prime. But
keep going.
Then that kind of fades away. It's like, okay, we get it. Your wife's a smoke show. You parade her. You don't care.
Yeah.
Then it was quiet again. And then all of a sudden, all these like Twitter attacks and like, I don't want to say bipolar episode because it might not be, but it seems like he is having some type of episode, just irregular. Even though it has been established that Kanye does this, it was just like out there, you know?
Yeah.
And now everyone's talking about him every single day.
Yes.
So like the things he was attempting before faded quickly, but when he goes on like the race baiting, rage baiting, you know, like that's when everyone talks about him.
And okay, now he has, like, if I go on Instagram, not Instagram, if I go on Spotify right now and I look up Kanye West, because I know he has a new project that's out, but it's not here on Spotify or any of these places.
Where is it? Instagram? No. Twitter?
I think you have to go to like his website or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't understand the point anymore. And at the same time, that whole thing about Kanye being crazy, I don't believe it. Because he's hitting up Kendrick Lamar at this point. That's like a low-hanging Twitter nigga type of way to get traction. Oh, I'll diss Kendrick Lamar and then I'll get a bunch of impressions on Twitter. Like, dude, you're Kanye West.
But I think even though he is Kanye West, he's still like a regular dude. And I think when he does those things on Twitter, he's trying to relate to like the average person on like Black Twitter or like the side of Twitter that's like good at like memes and like conversation and stuff. So I think he's trying to show that like he's the troll. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why he likes Top 5 is because he sees the troll aspect of
Possibly.
it. You know, and he's like, he understands what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this, the 12 Rap Kings.
Like, okay.
Pretty good list.
Okay, that's a cool list. This is cool interaction. All right. This is cool. But am I missing any? He's trying to be cute with this. It's a shot at Kendrick. All right? And then there's another post that I have where Twitter's going crazy right now. This right here. Kendrick, please come diss me. Come on, do something. And then the little stick like, what? Bro, he's trolling.
Well, the amount of people trolling with what he's doing, it's not even just about his tweets. It's like what his tweets cause, like memes. People are making memes with like his, you know, they're making posters. He had this one poster was like the Avengers, and he had like Hitler on his team.
Oh my God.
You might have to bleep that out. Sorry.
No worries.
But yeah, like, and he tweeted it out too. Like, it's just outrageous, bro. But it is entertaining, but it's almost like a distraction as well, I feel.
Yeah, it's to the point where if you're not going to give us the music that I was playing in the beginning of the pod, and I'm not saying the same style because we're in 2025 now, but music that's that rich and soulful and about something, like the way the Kanye that we all loved from the beginning and the reason why we still give him chances. Because remember, the only reason that we're still giving Kanye any of our ears is because of his old catalog.
Yeah, I can agree. And his legacy and his story, the lore, the Kanye West lore. There have been so many incidents and situations we've all kept up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. But I also think that, and maybe this is kind of why new music doesn't hit, because the times that the music came out were better times. So maybe the music sounded better and hit better because the economy was better or your social standing was better or like the culture was better. So like that was a product of that. Whereas now we can never get that because the culture is not where it was in 2006. The economy is not where it was in 2006, for example. I don't know if that's the exact year.
I got to disagree with you there because it didn't stop at 2006. I think we stopped getting the Kanye that we enjoy listening to right up to Life of Pablo.
That was the last one?
Yeah, and Life of Pablo was just like shaky ground. We started to hear the signs that we were losing him.
I don't know. I feel like he released good projects after that. Can you go to his chronological the discography on Spotify?
Yeah, let's do that, okay? Because I feel that after that, he went downhill as a human and musically. Okay,
Albums,
discography.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll say it again. Life of Pablo, he started showing us signs when he gave the "but I put that bleach on her asshole," and I was like, "Oh, come on, this is stupid." You know what I'm saying? But there was still a lot of bangers on that album. After that,
Jesus is King was okay. Like every album he does has a 1-2 track at least. Yay.
Okay, so Life of Pablo, here we are, 2016.
Wow.
All right? And comment gang, let me know if y'all agree with me. Life of Pablo is the last good Kanye. Not great Kanye, because remember, like I'll reemphasize, he was shaky there, but there was still some amazing moments on that album. But anything after that, it was like spotty.
Yay, you didn't like this?
No. Come on, fam. This
I
is
like
the album,
Yikes. I liked Yikes.
the one that Drake wrote. Thanks.
He wrote that one?
Yes.
Oh, that was a great song. Shout out to Drake. Great writing.
Salute to Drake on the writing. And this is the one where it was just the mountains, and he says, I'm so happy being bipolar or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? That was like, okay.
Kid See Ghost, a project with Kid Cudi.
That was okay.
That was all right, man. He had a Nas track. It was good.
But again, okay.
Yeah.
Good, great.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
It was I liked a couple songs off that project, but the whole project wasn't great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus is the king. Now this is when he started grifting, and he was like, I'm a Christian. You can't curse on any of my songs. I'm doing Sunday service. This is way before where he is now.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the first grift, the Jesus grift. Okay? I liked this album.
It was good. It was good music.
Yes.
It just wasn't popular Ye music, but it wasn't bad music. It was good Christian music, actually.
Yes. But was it a good or great Kanye album?
I wouldn't even say it was good. It was okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there was some moments on there, right? The Life of the Party is where that song came from.
That's what I think, because he always gives us moments. Maybe it's in smaller quantities than it was before, but he constantly gives us a little reminder every couple years that he's like, he's still Ye, he's still good. You know?
Yes. And then from there, Don the One was cool, but after that, I was like, nah. And then Don the Two, it's like you had to go look for it somewhere, and like we're lost from here, bro. Right? Easy with like a skinned monkey on the front. That was a good song with Game on it. You know what I'm saying? But like we just got disconjointed Kanye West at this point. You know what I'm saying?
And you didn't like any of the Vultures?
It was okay, but like his lyrics are trash now, bro. He'll take amazing beats and like sounds and stuff like that, and then just put trash raps over them.
Yeah, sometimes it just feels like he's not even trying, because when he does try, it's always like killer, you know?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I promise. I'm so self-conscious. And then, that's why I gotta leave the house. At least one of my watches. Like, he wasn't the most amazing rapper back then, but he was still slapping the beats with some shit, bro.
Yeah, but people don't want to hear that style of rap anymore. And he is, you know how many generations of music Kanye has been able to survive and adapt to, and honestly even pioneer in some ways.
Yes.
So it's like he had to evolve his sound, and maybe this stage of the evolution is where it gets a little muddy, where it's like, is he able to adjust to like the 2025 musical like atmosphere? Like,
should he be trying? Like, I think he still has this thing, like, I want to be the top guy. But like, bro, you're 45 years old, fam.
But he's Kanye West. He's more than just a rapper at this point.
Well, bro, other kids like Playboy Cardi. They like Travis Scott. They like your kids. They like your sons. Accept it, man. You know what I'm saying? He was saying this when Drake was coming in the game. Oh my God, Drake is so good. What am I gonna do? Like, bro, just accept that there's new niggas that's gonna take over your spot, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't have as much influence on the youth, this generation's youth, than he did on my generation's youth.
Your generation for sure.
100%.
Yeah,
like anyone born mid to late 90s, like they rock with Kanye.
Yes.
Even early 90s, I would say like Kanye is a staple. But for the new kids, like discovering Kanye at this age, you have to really do your research and go back and listen to his catalog, or else you're just going to think he's just like a crazy legend.
Yeah. You're just going to be like, oh, that guy, the old guy who just keeps on saying wild, like flagrant stuff or offensive things. Like, yeah. You like his music? For real? Like, no, he was amazing. Like, you got to explain to people, like, no, this guy was crazy back in the days.
But what's different about Kanye is he's been able to remain relevant also with his fashion and influencing fashion and his proximity to the Kardashians and his influence on that. So I feel like maybe the youth kind of associate Kanye with more of like the fashion icon, music legend kind of moniker, as opposed to just like, okay, that's the guy who did Graduation, you know? Like,
they don't care about Graduation, and to be honest, they don't care about Vultures either. I don't care if it was like #1 for a minute at a time on the Billboard or whatever. They still don't care about him like that, bro.
But they still request his old songs at proms.
Yes.
So
See?
to me, that's like, as long as people are still doing that, like, you haven't lost relevance.
Yeah. And I think he should be able to accept the amount of relevance that he has. Like, you did it.
Mm-hmm.
You became a billionaire where most rappers are multimillionaires or in the hole. You're a billionaire off of all of this shit, and you still act like you're not happy. There's one last thing I wanted to just bring up about this whole Kanye thing, because he has everything he wants, but he's still not happy. And I was listening to Van Lathan yesterday on his podcast Higher Learning with him and Rachel Lindsay. Let me play if I could find this part here. Where's my screen?
It was all elbows and knees. Long while, but she put out something that advantage of that person's.
Hold on, when is it from? March 14th.
Friday, are you saying Doechii is an industry plant?
No.
Are you saying Doja Cat and Doechii sound so similar to each other?
No. That's a whole other. That's from the week before.
I love a good theory.
Here we
go. TMZ knowledge. Yet he is not able to find any sort of solace. He can't even achieve a semblance of peace in his life. He can't. He can't achieve any of it. There's got to be a part of Kanye that he is not fully accessing. And when he starts to call people,
wait for it,
the F word, and calls me the F word, and he's always doing this, he's always so fragilely hyper-masculine in all of these things that he's doing. He's always projecting. He's always attempting to be the big man in the room. Even when he's going back and forth, he's raising his voice, all of this stuff that's happening. It's the fragility of the mutated version of masculinity that someone who is completely insecure with what themselves would be. Kanye West needs a boyfriend.
I don't know about that.
He does. It's time for Kanye to finally be the person that he actually is. Kanye West needs a boyfriend, and I think I'm gonna go further. That boyfriend should be Elon Musk. Kanye and Elon Musk need each other sexually. What? Now, I'm talking about, like, they don't need each other from the standpoint of just a business relationship. They need to fuck. Elon Musk,
this guy is wildin',
running around, world's richest man, tremendously insecure.
He's making
Can't
points.
have enough babies. Can't get enough adulation. So what does he do? He decides to break the world, to break American society. That's what he does. When people are sexually repressed, we've seen this, just a guy up there, like when people are sexually repressed, when they can't be who they really are, it's a bigger deal than anything else. Right. Kanye West, Elon Musk, don't fuck us. Fuck each other. Go.
I was trying to follow the logic, but I don't know if I believe like some of the premises he's saying, but it is crazy. When he was like Kanye and Elon Musk, I'm like, bro, imagine that was an actual power couple. Like they were like a gay power couple, like both billionaires. Like they would take over the world still.
You don't think that he's making points where Kanye's being super hyper masculine? He's using the F word super freely, calling all the kind of people words like that. Calling Van that, because he attacked Van too, right? Elon on the other side, he's trying to overcompensate for his lack of masculinity by having like 10 kids with all these different women and stuff like that. And
but I don't. Why is it that we're saying Elon having a bunch of kids is to compensate for his lack of masculinity? Like, why can't you just have multiple kids? How about all the people back in the day who would have 10 kids? Is it because they weren't masculine or they felt like they weren't masculine, so they had like the desire to procreate more, to seem like more of a man. Like,
Maybe.
I think that's an instinct. He's a billionaire and he's not on the same wave as this like agenda where it's like, oh, we shouldn't have too many kids. He's on the opposite. He's like, we need to have more kids.
Yeah.
And if these guys really wanted to, they're powerful enough where it's like, if they did have those urges that Van Lathan is accusing them of, they could satisfy those urges like
in silence.
In silence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they do whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they want to do something, they're going to do it.
So you're saying that Kanye and Elon Musk already had a little bit of bussy before?
If they wanted to, I'm not accusing that. Like, I have no clue about these guys' like sex lives. All I know is Elon Musk has a bunch of baby moms and bare kids. Kanye has been known to talk about his addiction
his
to
corn addiction.
Corn.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing a lot more stuff that is surfacing online that suggests that Kanye's into watching other people get smashed by well-endowed Black individuals.
Well, that was Iggy Azalea's thing she was saying, right?
Yeah.
She's been trying to pop off since he's popped off on her, right?
Yeah, so I don't know but is it like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like with those guys, they got so much regular nons that like the standard gets higher and higher. So like what they need to satisfy or get off, it takes more now. Like before it could be like, oh, all it took was like you and a white ting. Now it's like you and 2 white tings. Now it's like
6 of them.
Now there's like 6. Now it's like you want to watch a couple white tings get smashed by this guy while you do, you know, and then it keeps increasing. I even heard Joe Budden just like freaking whacking off and staring at strippers. Like,
yo, it's kind of makes it like you want to go get money, but then like what doors will open inside of your own brain once you start getting too much money and like indulging in the money that you do have.
Yeah, and how long does it take to get desensitized? Will your taste always get more and more extreme the more powerful you get? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's repetition. Right? If you just keep on repeating having orgies over and over again, then like that's just not going to be a thing for you anymore.
But I think it's a power thing. Like, I don't even know if it's a sexual gratification thing on like a physical level as opposed to a psychological gratification of saying, I got this guy to smash you and I'm watching it because I'm in control right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do whatever I want type. So like, it could be a matter of that. But in terms of Van Lathan's accusations, shoot, like, who knows, man? People been saying all these artists are gay for like years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where do we know if it's the truth or not? You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was a funny theory that he brought together. I don't know if he was just being facetious, but I thought it was funny. You know what I'm saying? I got one more Kanye topic for us. And it's kind of a Kanye Drake related topic. Akademiks has an interview that might be out by the time people see this, but he went over to Japan and did an interview with Ye. Okay. I seen a picture from it. I think it was like him with like a black hood, like a black triple K hood.
This guy has a black K hood? Sorry.
Right? But here's the thing. I still think it, and the reason I said it's a kind of a Drake story, because I think Kanye is giving Akademiks the interview to do another chess move on Drake. Because why is it that Akademiks got an interview with Kanye, but he can't get a Drake interview? And Drake is supposed to be like, he's supposed to be Drake's mouthpiece. He gets all this information from, and he gets all this information from Drake, and he's been always like, Drake's my favorite artist. But lo and behold, the next biggest artist, or, you know, arguably the biggest artist in the world, says, all right, come to Japan and do an interview with me.
Maybe Kanye is trying to show that he's more for the people and connected to the audience. That could be the move, because I don't know. It's crazy that Ye going on Akademiks has underlying Drake undertones.
It doesn't necessarily, but just my brain, and maybe I have a divisive brain, but like, that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, from like a media journalistic perspective, when you think about how Drake has been represented by Akademiks,
yes,
you're gonna think, wow, like, yay. And let's be honest, like, yeah, no, I think a Drake interview is harder to land than a Kanye interview, though.
This is true. Kanye does do more interviews than Drake.
Way more.
Lately, especially. However, it still kind of applies. Like, bro, Kanye flew you out to do an interview. That'll probably be his biggest interview to date when it drops.
But Kanye is in the middle of promoting new music.
Yes.
So he's doing what you have to do. So I don't know if I'm trying to think, did Drake do any type of media run for the Party Project?
None, except for his own Instagram. And just to correct something as far as Kanye and the amount of interviews that he did do a bunch of interviews when he was going on his last crash out last year.
With like Alex Jones
and all these different people and shit. In the hip-hop space, he's, as of lately, he hasn't been going to many places. He's just been keeping to Justin LeBoy. And I think that's his own produced shit, to be honest.
Yeah, he went on Lex Friedman. He went on Joe Rogan. He was playing the white media for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe he's like, yo, it's time to get back to this hip-hop shit, I guess. And I don't know where he's trying to tie his politics into his fashion, into his music. Like, what is his next goal?
Yeah.
Now, when you accomplish everything that you want, like, what is your next goal?
That's what I was asking earlier.
And I think what his goal is almost on some type of like Dr. Umar Johnson type of timing. Like, I think he's trying to establish some type of like Black infrastructure, schools, that type of stuff. You don't think so?
No. That sounds like such a noble thing to be thinking about. And we're talking about Kanye West here, who only gives a shit about himself, man.
Really? So would you say I guess he is a narcissist
He's
to
a
some degree?
super narcissist. I feel like Kanye, he uses the guise of, I'm trying to do this for a bigger cause. And in the end of the day, it's just all selfish things that he's been doing. Everything is so he can get more attention to him. You know what I'm saying? He's just not a healed individual, man. I was trying to find the post from Akademiks where they showed the Black Hood, but it's like, bro, he like I said, this will be Akademiks' biggest interview to date once he drops this. Like, the Vibes Cartel was a big interview, but Kanye West, bro,
global.
Yeah, he's guaranteed at least $1 million in the first day. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Drake has to go and do an interview with Akademiks. Maybe that wasn't just part of his plans. But Kanye doing an interview with Akademiks is looking over at Drake saying, what's going on? I thought that was your man's. In my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be looking into it too deep or whatever. But the way I see it, it looks like, yo, hey, I'm here with your guy. You know what I'm saying?
And I definitely feel like if you're Drake and you see it, you're probably receiving that as like a subliminal.
Yeah.
You're probably like, oh, so you're going to rock with Ak, who is known for being like a championing me.
And he's going to talk shit about him in the interview, bro. He's obsessed with Drake. So he's going to talk shit with him with his guy.
Yeah, well, that's good for content, I guess. Like,
hey,
he's owning the moment right now. This moment in time is going to be remembered and characterized by Kanye's Twitter rant.
Yeah, he kind of took a lot of the attention that was going on about the whole Drake-Kendrick beef, everything else that's been going on in the media. He's kind of taken all of that and swept it over to himself.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about the tariffs.
I'm still thinking about the tariff. I still looking at the price of the gas and all that type of shit. But listen, man, salute to Akademiks for even getting that interview right there. That's a big interview to grab right there. It's gonna be probably, like I said, his biggest one, and he'll get bigger ones off of that. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations. I want to get into this Rolling 60s Rico.
I want to take a quick break from this episode to give a big shout out to Only Loud, Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery to those in the Ottawa area. Check them out at onlyloud.ca or follow them on their socials, Instagram at onlyloudcanada or on Snapchat onlyloud.ca for more exclusive content. Only Loud is not just a product, it's a lifestyle. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer!
That's been going on over there in LA. Have you been keeping up with that, man?
All I've seen is Adam 22 being accused of somehow being responsible for Bricc Baby.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with the No Jumper lore and stuff.
Well, it's more of
I
like
know
a
it's-
West Coast or LA thing that's been
Yeah.
going on more than No Jumper. But I guess No Jumper is involved like from Bricc Baby's aspect, Loose Cannon, Whack 100, all these different people who are the different characters surrounding it. But there was a big bust. Everybody already knows that they went and busted Big U, who was one of the head of the Rolling 60s Crip set, right? And they're saying it was for extortion. They're putting murders on him. It's a RICO, right? So anything that anybody else did is all going under Big U's jacket. They were saying that he was extorting guys, getting them robbed. Meek Mill and Rick Ross and different people when they were coming in town, and then getting their shit back. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to check in. So if you check in now, everything should be good. But if you get robbed, you know, you'll pay Big U $30K and he'll get your shit back. But he's the one who also said to people to rob you.
And you also checked in with him initially?
Yeah. And
you have to pay to check in?
Yeah.
Oh man, these guys are double, triple dipping.
And these are just things that he's getting accused of, right? As a bunch of bullshit. But the problem is a lot of people are starting to blame these podcasts and different things. There's some unsealed paperwork that I'm pulling up here from Bricc Baby.
I cannot even see that. I can't lie.
Let me see if I can see it on my screen here. So on July 12, 2022, Los Angeles, within the Central District of California, defendant Blasey Blah, also known as Bricc Baby, aka Big Shitty, aka MPA Shitro, aka Shitty Montana, aka Bricc Baby Shitro, knowingly possessed an ammunition, namely 3 rounds of Spear 9mm Luger caliber ammunition, which was expelled from a firearm that he possessed. Shots in a business parking lot affecting interactions in foreign commerce. Defendant Mitchell possessed such ammunition that had previously been convicted on at least one of the following felony crimes and punishable by the terms of imprisonment exceeding 1 year. Now, he had a previous issue with guns, right? A shooting. There was something, he had an issue with an AK-47 and stuff like that. But one of the problems with this whole podcasting stuff is these guys get on not only No Jumper, but a lot of No Jumper, and talk all of this gang shit. Okay? This is why everybody's been like, yo, is No Jumper to blame for this? Like, they're not to blame necessarily, but they're not helping where all these guys just really just go sit there and openly talk about gang shit.
Yeah, but I think, because I was wondering, like, if you have a platform and certain information is on it, how responsible are you as a platform, right? And you go through this, even I go through this at Borough Sound. So it's like, we really have to give individual accountability because you know this is going to be on the internet. You know everything you're saying is being recorded. So it's like, you have to take that responsibility. Now, could Adam have been like extra vigilant and like removed every semi-incriminating moment or like controversial moment? He could have, but that's just not what he would do because it's like, that's so much more work.
And
like, you got to look out for him.
It goes back to the accountability that you just mentioned. Like, why do I have to go and take out all of these things? Why don't you guys just not say it?
Exactly.
However, where Adam can take some responsibility, right? And salute to Adam 22, even though he don't feel the same right now. But we'll talk about that another day. What happens with that is if you facilitate it, like if you egg it on sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like he brings in a lot of Crips and like he asks them, you know, what happened with you and so, you know what I mean? You guys have beef, like, you know, so if you're asking the questions and trying to get the information, for us, the audience who want to be entertained by it, you're still partially responsible because these guys are going to spill their guts to you.
Yeah, but why are they spilling their guts? Like, I thought, like, as gangsters, like, they would kind of understand that, like, you know how they always say real G's move in silence?
Yeah.
And, like, the loudest person in the room, blah, blah, blah.
It's the weakest, yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, but at the same time, Adam is thinking with the content creator hat on, right? And he understands what people want to know, what will get comments.
Yes.
And all you got to do in those situations is say no comment. Next question. Like, And like, I understand that it could make you seem away, but it's better than that playing in your court, like on your court date. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, even with the whole Bricc Baby getting locked up, like, and I'm gonna shoot Adam some bail, you know, because even if he asks the questions, like you said, he doesn't have to answer them. And it's not only that. It's not just Adam asking some questions that might be deemed a little coppish. You know what I'm saying? Because any of us can get accused of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's what these guys do extra. I was watching a point and shoot video, and I was telling you about it outside, right? Where they're showing Bricc Baby and Loose Cannon having a conversation over there at No Jumper, because literally after Bricc Baby and Loose Cannon had a conversation on No Jumper, like it was like, oh shit, they're in the same room. The bust was the next day, literally the next day. But there was a part of the video where I was watching, and he was talking about Bricc Baby, like flexing the fact that he had a burner on him when he was having a conversation with Loose Cannon. And I'm thinking to myself, why would you even do that? That don't even make sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find it. Is it right here?
Hey, anytime that me and Loose meet each other, we both ready to meet each other, obviously. So you get what I'm saying?
Salute the point and shoot.
No shot of a doubt about that. And then it's like, look, check it out.
So Bricc Baby says, well, me and Loose meet, we are ready to beat each other, obviously, because I'm West Side rolling. I got to. So
it's right here.
Good, fun, good, clean. Shout out again to our boys.
Look at this.
Over at Fried, because
they definitely dictated the stream.
The Gummies did their thingy thing. That's a fact. We had some good, fun, good, clean fun.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Just to be cool? You know what I'm saying? I'm gangster. You know what I'm saying? I got it on me. You're going to jail. He's in jail. It's not, Adam didn't tell him to do that. He's trying to be so gangster and show Loose Cannon he got it on him that he's showing him on a podcast.
Yeah, it's not the wisest move.
Who does that, man? And he's not, Bricc Baby's not the only one. Like, these guys talk so much shit. Not only on Adam shit. They'll pick up their own phones and they'll go drive around different neighborhoods and be like, this is what's going on right now. I'm like, come on, gang. You want to go to jail.
But could you maybe hold Adam somewhat accountable for creating the culture within No Jumper that celebrates when these guys are over-explaining themselves or revealing incriminating information about themselves?
I guess partially, you know what I'm saying? But this is also what the audience wants to see.
Yeah, he probably has a predominantly LA audience.
Yeah.
And it's the same way with us here. Like the drama and the polys, like that's what gets the views.
Yes. So, you know, he's going to provide the platform where people will be able to get what they want. But at the same time, if you're one of these characters within the platform, don't play yourself just to show how hard you are to the audience. Because who is he showing this to? Really and truly, who is he showing this that he has it on him to? To Loose Cannon? Or or us, who's watching on the cameras, the 4 cameras that are in the room filming them. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me that this guy's so on drugs that he's not realizing that while he's trying to show Loose Cannon, I got it on me, that he's being filmed and then published to millions of people?
Maybe he felt comfortable.
He felt a little bit too comfortable. It's not comfortable in a jail cell.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's where he is right now. For guns. Right? So, you know, let me know in the comments as well. Is it Adam's fault or the not even just Adam, like the podcasters, the interviewers, because people will put it on Vlad and different people like that too. But like, to be honest, is it our faults or is it these guys' faults when they come in and incriminate each other or incriminate themselves?
Yeah, like I personally think you should take an individual accountability in the situation because anyone could say anything to you. It's about how you react, right?
Yeah.
It's literally on you. You don't have to answer anything. You don't have to say anything. You're choosing to.
Yeah.
Maybe Bricc Baby felt like that was part of the value that he brought to No Jumper was him kind of being a gangster.
The authenticity.
Yeah, so he kind of had to like at least show that it was legit. And maybe those little reminders here and there were a way for him to maintain the image he set up for himself.
Well, that's dumb as hell, man, because you're literally showing real guns on a live stream, because I think it was live, right? So it's not even like you can like edit that out. Like, yo, Adam, I showed the butt of my gun. Can you edit that out of this footage? No, you did it on a live stream, bro. While Adam is reading an ad, so that your boss is distracted while you're showing off the burner. Right? Don't be mad at anybody. And listen, this is a message they don't like to hear when I talk about West Coast shit, right? But don't be mad at anybody but yourselves if you're in jail. Because you guys literally have been telling us everything that's going on. I don't know shit about the West Coast, except for all the things that I learned from online. And the shit that I learned from online, whether it's Clubhouse, whether it's YouTube or whatever, is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives me enough education that like at least I know what not to wear, who not to talk to, just from watching all of this shit.
Valid.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe if you guys want to keep it G, shut the fuck up.
You heard it here first. Friday Ricky Dread with the advice.
Yeah. Anywho, man, salute to everybody. Same way, salute to anybody who's hemmed up in this situation. I don't want to see anybody in jail. These guys all have families and stuff like that, but they've just been acting hella stupid. I don't know if it's been forever, before we get off of this. I don't know if it's been forever or if it's just been post-pandemic where like the gangsters just got stupider.
I think it's more so like the willingness to reveal what you're doing is more celebrated. It's more normalized.
Yeah.
That could be with the popularity of drill music as well. I feel like, which it just like begs the question, like, because rap cap has always been a thing, even with these big artists who had this gangster persona. A lot of the times we'd hear that, you know, they're working with feds or like they're just faking it, you know, but what makes drill appealing is whether it's real or not. And I think that culture has permeated, you know, social media and like how you present yourself, like taking a picture with all your money, a 1-2 lean bottle, even your strap. Like I seen mans, you know, like people take pictures, like
having a strap in the video is not even like, oh, what are you doing, bro? Like, we're not supposed to have that. Like, bro, it's just a video, man. Like, what?
I think people want to have that gangster aura, but in order to have that aura, you have to be seen in a sense. So it's like, how much do you show to establish that aura without incriminating yourself?
You gotta self-snitch, man.
You gotta self-snitch a little bit, even on Snapchat, maybe.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Try to hide the self-snitch. Like,
put an emoji on your face when it's a picture of you holding a rack.
It's dumb, man. It's dumb.
Not a rack, but like a bunch of like bands.
But listen, man, salute to all of those guys. There's still more people in jail that we got to talk about, right? Dallas, Texas rapper Yella Beezy, right? You know Yella Beezy? Ever hear of Yella Beezy?
Nah, not too familiar.
Let me see if I could find a Yella Beezy track here that
you rock with him.
I like the one song that he had that was out. What was the song? That's On Me. Let me play a little bit of this so we can get acquainted with Mr. Yella Beezy.
We love hip hop.
So yeah, he's in jail
for what?
He's in jail. They said for paying for the hit on rapper Mo3.
Okay.
Now, you remember rapper Mo3? He got killed maybe about 3 years ago now, if I'm not mistaken, in Dallas. They ran him down on the highway. He was trying to get to his trunk or something like that, and then he ended up running across the highway, and then they chased him and then shot him in the middle of the highway type shit.
Okay.
And rapper Moji, he had his own thing going on. Like, he had a bunch of tracks. He had a real melodic type of flow, like almost gospel in the way he flowed. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they've been having an ongoing beef between Yella Beezy and Mo3 over there in Dallas. And over the years, they've never solved, I guess, they've gotten a few people locked up for the shit, but like nobody ever solved the whole case of who murdered Mo3. And now, 3 years later, they took Yella Beezy in. They even got like here's some of the thugs that they have here.
Actually at the grand jury. It's rumored that he was actually present during the grand jury, and he actually testified in front of the grand jury. Your hitman committed a body so he can get the opportunity to make money signs on Instagram. This is why he caught the body. Not to get money for his mama, cancer treatment, not to get money to send his sister to med school. No, this man caught a body so he can flex on Instagram with a wad of cash. You know you getting caught. He got no morals and principles. I don't know about y'all, but I can literally smell the dust and the distrust off this Igamite through the screen. Yella Beezy must have been desperate because come to find out, not only is Blanzo Bling, aka Kowan White, not only is he just an absolute degenerate, but this man is also a zest monster.
Mo 3 Killer was already on bond for shooting his transgender boyfriend. I think I'm just talking on.
Okay, I'm gonna stop at that. Yo, fam, Moji's hit. Not Moji. Yella Beezy is paying. You got these homo thug hitters out there, bro.
Well, I found it so funny when they're like because at first I'm like, oh, he shot like a transgender person that like he accidentally hooked up with.
No,
this was his thing.
That was his thing. I don't know, man. I'm not in Dallas. I don't know how it goes over there. I guess, anything goes, right? That's who Yella Beezy was hiring, allegedly, because, it's innocent until proven guilty. But they have him alleged that his hitters was on the homo thugs.
Well, if you want a thug to be scarier, a homo thug is scarier than a straight thug in terms of like what they're willing to do.
I guess.
No, am I lying? Like, bro, they could really violate you in ways that a straight thug just wouldn't do because it's not in their repertoire.
Don't go unconscious be around the homo thug.
Would you rather? This is gonna sound crazy.
So immature.
No, this is gonna sound crazy. I don't even want to say this
example.
Would you rather get kidnapped by straight thugs or homo thugs?
Oh man,
I know my answer.
I guess I don't know. Neither.
Like a bunch of homo thugs that like find you attractive as well, or just straight thugs that are gonna like beat you up.
I'll take the getting beat up rather than getting beat up and fucked.
That's what I'm saying. The homo thugs have access to a different mode of violation.
Oh man.
But I think this guy named Lord Fury, you know him, the Toronto. Salute to Lord Fury. He was talking to Vegas and Gutsy, and he was talking about Alexander the Great's army and how like they were a strong army, but all of them were like homosexual.
Yeah.
And he was like, because like when you love someone, you're willing to like die for them. So he was like, the fact that they would like be fighting with people who they're like, you know what I'm saying? You're fighting alongside like one of your lovers in that situation. So it's like, you really don't want to see him. Like you can go a little extra, put a little more extra pain on the
baby, no. Yo, we went down a dark.
Yeah, but I guess shout out to the homo thugs, bro. I feel like they have a more intimidation factor.
Listen, there's a bunch of different angles to the story that I'm sure is way more intriguing, and there's the intricacies of the paperwork and all that. I don't care about all that, man. I'm not super invested in the Yella Beezy story. I just seen that. I knew he had some tracks. I watched his interviews back in the days, but when I seen this angle, like, this is who you hiring, fam?
You gotta get the job done. Whatever it takes to get the job done.
The job was done.
Yo, imagine there's like DEI when it comes to like hiring drills.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like he has to be a gay driller, though.
Gay black driller, bro. Oh, man. And look at the thing, bro.
That's not a thing, fam. That is a man.
Listen, man, I'm sorry, man. I just wanted to point that part out of this whole story. I feel like that went over a lot of people's heads. Salute to Flacco. I was watching that video yesterday, and I was like, oh, because homo thugs is the thing, right?
It's been a thing, no?
Yeah. But like from like back in the days, like, yo, look out for these guys. Like, oh, people think you could just push these guys around just because they have an alternate lifestyle or whatever. And it's like, nah, some of these guys is gangster.
You go, apparently, Dave Chappelle said this one joke where he was like, the homo thugs like they have to fight to be who they want to be. So they have like a next level that they can kind of tap into. Like there's already the level that like, let's say they're already a marginalized community. Like they're already like a black man, right? So they already have that struggle. On top of that, you were gay black man.
Yeah.
Like now it's like you really got to fight to exist. So it's like you might have to be more thug than the thugs. You know what I'm saying? Like
you really have to have hands. Because even like, you know, and we'll get off of the HomoThugs because with homie there, Dijon Paul, he was he was on No Jumper back in the days and whatever. He had a squabble over in Rolling Loud and he beat the one guy down. Then other, like maybe 6-7 other guys came and jumped him afterwards, but the one guy he beat down. So it's like you can't underestimate these guys. Like Dijon Paul's, you know, giving niggas squabbles, and then you got guys, Yella Beezy hiring guys and they're chasing mans down, bro. Like, really chasing mans down, fam. R.I.P. to Mo 3, but like, I just found that crazy. Like, damn, bro. We're in a simulation, fam. For real, bro. Okay. I have more people getting locked. Bro, if you look at the list, it's just besides this new music thing here, and I'm trying to figure out how
I like that song.
The new Pressa song?
Yeah. She don't follow ya.
I'm trying to find a way to get the news story of, hey, here's some new music, something positive. Because everything else down the list is like, this person sentenced, this person arrested. Like, bro, the rap game is in jail right now, fam. Holy shit.
She don't follow ya.
Let's play some new music, man. Try to lighten the mood, man.
Baby, what you doing? I've been liking all your pictures.
Shoot the Pressa, man.
Pictures out of follow ya.
I'm trying to see if I don't know if I like it or not, man. But listen, I'm also an old head, so it might not be for me. What does Pressa need to do to come back to his prominence, man? Talk to me, bro. Let's workshop this right here for the people, man.
Well, first off, in one day, this music video has 38,000 views.
That's cool.
Toronto numbers, 2025, that is solid.
All right.
And I'm guessing by the end of the week, it'll probably be at least like a 1 to 200K, maybe 300K. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
You don't foresee that, eh?
Because there's one thing, like, if the songs that are going out are something that starts getting replayed all over the place, then it's going to translate back to the music video getting a lot of replays as well. But I don't know how much past the first week people are going to be replaying this. I'm just got to be honest. I don't think he ain't hit with this one yet, man. This ain't it yet.
It's not like an Anthem. And I feel like the problem is because Pressa has set the precedent, no pun intended, but because he's established himself as an artist that can deliver on anthems, culturally iconic songs, we always expect an anthem from Pressa. But it's like you can't just release anthem after anthem and like, yo, he's maturing as an artist. Even the music video, the concepts, he's acting in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's stepping outside the box. Like this is not like a typical Toronto music video.
No, I rate that. I rate
you know
that
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
It's more like on an international mindset, right? And the songs are good, and it's like he's able to kind of combine his lyrics about, you know, being hood, being gangster, whatever, with like the shorty aspect where it's like, oh, like I got this girl, like I'm liking all the pictures and you know what I'm saying? So I think he's trying to hone in on like a lane that allows him to be gangster but still appeal to women.
Yeah, it's kind of, we're in a weird time even releasing music because once upon a time everybody was just like, yo, I'll just say whatever that I want about how gangster we are. But you know, we've been seeing people are getting indictments about this shit now. Right? So it's like, are we going to talk about how gangster we really are, or we're going to tone it down, talk about the gal them? And it's like, we're in a weird space for not even just Pressa, but his class that came in. You know, Fabio 4 and all these different guys that were like hot at a certain point. Remember, Pressa he did Attachments, bro.
Attachments, yeah. But Attachments was like a semi-gangster love type of verse.
Yes.
Right? Like it wasn't like purely R&B or whatever you want to call that. But
they had one with Attachments, bro. Attachments was a banger. Bro.
To this day.
Yeah. Like it can be played and people, as soon as the beat comes in, to be like, oh. So he has the ability to do that, man.
What I felt like this song is for the people who kind of came up on Pressa's music, like even my generation.
Yeah.
It's like a nice little reminder because it's like stylistically, it's still Pressa. It's not a bad song. It's listenable. Like the lyrics are easy to remember, but they still maintain like Pressa's authenticity.
Yeah.
So it's good to like put songs out there to kind of remind us that you're still out here. You're releasing the music video. You're always with K Showtime now. So we're seeing more Pressa, like in terms of visibility. His visibility is like, you could argue at an all-time high, like globally. You know what I'm saying?
It's higher than it was before, but
so it's like, it's kind of
maybe
like,
not at an all-time high.
It's kind of like he knows that I feel like he has to make music that can bridge the gap between just straight up like street music and like pop music. Like you can't go all the way pop. You can't go all the way street when you're Pressa right now because like you're almost like you're rubbing shoulders with like corporate entities at this point. You know what I'm saying?
I'm wondering if he's still signed.
Baby, what you doing? I've been liking all your pictures.
I don't think he's signed anymore.
Was he signed to Sony or what?
Yeah, he was signed to Sony.
You should go to the Spotify. Go to the Spotify credit of that song. Type "Baby, what you doing?" But it's Baby WYD.
Baby.
Oh,
baby. Let's see here. Blue Feather Records.
Blue Feathers Records. That's them.
Yeah, that's it.
Independent. Good for them.
Interesting.
Big move.
It is a big move, but it was never because I remember he re-up and re-signed to Sony, but it was never announced when they stopped doing business with Sony. I need to get another Pressa interview going on, man.
Yeah. Yo, Pressa also reached Borough Sound.
Yeah, man. Pull up, man. Pull up, man. Listen, man, I had at least one positive story for us. You know what I mean? I guess kind of positive because I didn't shit on the track, but I didn't give it the best review. But salute the Press the same way, man. K Flocka, aka K Flock. Big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabba with a variety of different Grabba flavors and dispensers. They got red rose Grabba, that red herring Grabba, and peanut butter. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabba, and use the code WeLoveHipHop and receive a discount on your order. Again, you can find them on Instagram, Steamin' Hot Grabba. Now let's get back to the show. Cheer. He got sentenced. He got 5 out of his 6 charges he was convicted for. And for the people, you remember what happened with K Flock is, right?
I'm aware of like him being a drill rapper, but I haven't been following this situation.
No, because K Flock, I feel like these days when it comes to certain guys, it's like you got to do a reminder. Like you remember him because he's been gone for like 2 years, waiting to do his case, right?
He's from New York, right?
Yeah, he's part of the whole Bronx drill wave that was coming up at one point in time, right? K Flock, D Thang, all those guys, they were all beefing with each other. It was a Dougie B, all these guys. It was a time.
But they had like the Cardi B co-sign.
They did. He was signed. I think he still is signed. Look at this. K Flock, Shake It, featuring Cardi B, Dougie B, and Bori 300. 80 million views. So the man was on top of the world. And then he got into an incident where he shot he allegedly, actually not even alleged anymore. Let me see if I can
He's convicted of it.
He's convicted of it. I'm going to play because people in the audience are like, we know about this already, but there's a lot of people who forgot about all that shit, bro. Just look at the date on this. 3 years ago, December 2021. Like, ain't nobody remember a lot of this shit, bro.
They couldn't play self-defense?
Yo, he went in, like the guy stuck his head in a. Okay, so this is K Flock in the funny pants here, right? Or the funny jeans. This guy seen that it was Flock. Because earlier he went and stuck his head into the barbershop, seen this guy who I guess is his op. Now his op came out of the barbershop, went and followed him.
Next stop.
He follows him. I guess they're talking to each other. Boom.
That's where the shot happens.
That's when the shot happens, and they go to check on the homie. And then they're saying from that video, that's proof that that was K-Flock that shot homie.
There's no way you can determine that's K-Flock based on this video. Like, he's not in frame, but like logically, you can probably
it was
deduce
him.
that.
Well, the thing is with the pants that he was wearing, and that's why I was like, I pointed that out, is because the same pants was the pants that he was wearing earlier on Instagram when he was talking about yo, fuck the ops, when I see you guys. So he was already talking about them on the gram wearing those same pants, and then in the video, a man and a woman wearing the same pants walks by and then ends up shooting somebody, right?
And it was fatal?
Yeah. So he finally spoke out.
Flock here. Been a lot of talk about the trial. I just want to set the record straight though. Make my first official statement about it. I want to give thanks to everybody who supported me and kept me in their prayers. I want to thank everyone who was involved in my trial, especially the judge who made sure I was treated with respect throughout the process. I have to thank my lawyer, Michael Ashley, no cap, for not giving up on me and putting up a hell of a fight, even though we still fighting because it ain't over till Allah says over. I want to thank every one of my fans and supporters. I love y'all, everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. And my spirits and faith is high as they ever been, and I pray everyone out there is at peace and feel positive too.
Salute to him, but his life's over.
How many years is he gonna do?
I don't know if they put the sentencing in yet. Let me see if I can find the amount.
Well, they're probably gonna try to go for like a retrial or whatever, right? Like, you know, when you can try to overturn it. It's his life.
Yeah. He murked somebody.
Oh, it's in a RICO, so there's more. It's not just like this individual incident.
No, I think that's a whole. He has more than one case.
Or is it a part of a RICO and that's one of the incidents?
I think he has another thing. Maybe I'm not sure.
These RICOs are going crazy right now.
So, New York drill rapper found guilty of attempted murder, racketeering. Okay, so yeah, it was a RICO. So, New York drill rapper K-Flock. You want to read this for me, please?
Yeah, okay. So, New York drill rapper K-Flock has been found guilty of attempted murder and racketeering, among other charges. A RICO case was filed against the 21-year-old rapper and his alleged gang Sev side in 2023, with a jury finding him guilty on Thursday, March 20th, of racketeering, conspiracy, use of a firearm resulting in death, attempted murder and assault with a dangerous weapon, in aid of racketeering, and use of a firearm for attempted murder and assault with a dangerous weapon. However, the Bronx native, real name Kevin Perez, was acquitted on the charge of murder in aid of racketeering. He is due to be sentenced on July 16th.
Okay, so he hasn't been sentenced yet. Yeah.
Damn.
Listen, man, these guys all that are from that whole drill era, anything post 2020 of guys that were coming out in this music scene, acting crazy, incriminating themselves on social media, they're all gone, bro.
Yo, drill has the shortest lifespan in terms of like career-wise. Like, there is no longevity in drill music, I feel.
Yeah, and that's not just only the New York drill. The New York drill, besides Pop Smoke passing away, R.I.P., Fabio Foreign was supposed to be the next guy up. He fell off. I'm not even gonna say kind of fell off. He fell off. Who else from over there? D-Thang and all those guys. K-Flock's in jail. He's like the leader of those guys, not of them specifically, but of that school. He's in jail. Like,
and remember CJ, the whoopty guy? He was like kind of caught out like cosplaying a little bit.
Yes, he got uncovered, you know what I'm saying? Or exposed.
So even the ones that don't suffer like a dire fate, they're still not relevant.
Yeah. Dare I say the whole drill scene, it's a wrap, bro. It's done.
Let's get rid of it, man. Like, there is good drill music out there, but like, we got to find like the new wave, because I feel like drill has kind of expired.
I think it's not get rid of it, but it's just, let's relegate it back to just being a subgenre. It's not the more popular genre of hip hop right now. It's just like a little side genre that some people do now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you're gonna talk like gangster stuff, at least do it like in a melodic fashion. Like do it like in a way where there's like auto-tune and there's a sick beat and it's like a vibe. Like
yeah.
Some of the drill music now is just so aggressive, and it's like, bro, it's like you're only making this for your ops. Like you're not even thinking about the audience anymore. You know what I'm saying?
It started becoming drill rap pop, because look at even the K-Flock song that we were talking about, like with Cardi B and stuff. Like Cardi B's there with the bandana hair design and stuff like that. Like it's starting to become like a caricature of itself. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, once it starts becoming like, you know, commercialized like that, and people are still having real consequences. Because remember, at one point in time, everybody was starting to like default to drill beat.
Yeah, I think Pop Smoke kind of changed the game where it's like drill became the default almost hip hop go to at that era. You know, it's all like drill beats.
Yeah, it's like that's dead now, man. That's done, because the guys who were the heads of it, or the most popular ones in it, they're all messed over, bro. Dead or in jail. So it's like we can get rid of that, like boom, boom, boom. Like the beats are still fire, but like the energy that came with it, like nah, bro. We're over that, bro.
I think Ice Spice took it to a kind of level where she was able to bridge it into like pop.
Yeah,
because most of Ice Spice's songs are like drill beats or drill inspired, Lil Jersey.
Beats.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. But I guess she coined, or she didn't coin the phrase, but she started that genre of baby drill.
Baby drill, yeah.
Where it's like, it's a drill beat, but it's like, I'm the hottest and I'm better than you. Like, it's just like, you're not really rapping about killing people. Like,
yeah,
you're just rapping about being pretty and shit.
And then I feel like Cash Cobain, like his type of beats are like drill inspired, but it's all about like swag or R&B or like shorties, or it's like, you know,
pick you up at the club and blah, blah,
it's
blah.
An attitude with an attitude when I'm at you.
With
an attitude.
Like the worst thing that they are is, oh, we're toxic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so toxic in fashion. Yeah. That's how these guys are moving. Like,
like
it's fashion.
At least there's no life consequences from their actions. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they pull up with like a leather jacket, leather pants. They got the friggin' shades. Like just fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion, bulkies, vape. Like that's the vibes.
The vape.
They got the vape.
Smoking the vape every 10 seconds, bro.
They got some baggy ass leather cargo pants, and they're just like, with an attitude, with a attitude, and how did you?
Even though my old head ass is like, yo, like you guys look kind of weird, I'm better with that. I don't feel that energy of danger in the room than the balaclava guys that have been like littering hip hop for the last 4 years. You know what I'm saying? That shit has to die, man. Not the people themselves, but like the vibe. Get that out of here, bro. It's over, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I feel like it's just getting started.
You think we're gonna get another drill wave?
I just feel like all these youths are wearing balaclavas to like look cool.
Yeah.
And then like the next question that they think is, okay, is this guy like a miskeen or is he an actual like stepper?
Yeah.
Like that's the filter process that they're doing now, where it's like, okay, it's part of fashion, but then it's also part of culture, because it's like, well, does your fashion match the behaviors associated with that look? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it kind of goes into the homies that you had there on the show the other day, like
H Block Goons.
Yeah. They're a product of the drill wave.
They are, but in my opinion, I feel like they're a product of like this, like the movements within the drill wave, like that Lil Mabu tree, which ultimately may stem from the Slim Jesus tree.
Yes,
you know, because that's when it was like, okay, like white boy, rap cap, hard. Like it's still like the music, people are still rocking with the music until they find out whether it's authentic or not. With Lil Mabu, everyone knew it wasn't authentic. Like everyone's like, this is like some rich kid.
Yeah.
But like maybe he had a 1-2 strap, or like he just had money. Like
ain't nobody believe that, man.
But how come he was still so viral and made so much money? He had Fabio Foreign, he had friggin' what's Blue Krishan Rock.
It's the shock value of seeing somebody that doesn't look like they fit the part talking that shit so crazy.
But at that point, fam, like to me, that's just like a minstrel show. Like you're literally like cosplaying as this version of black people, but then you're benefiting, and then like maybe whether intentionally or non-intentionally, you are mocking them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and that's the problem where guys like Tyler, the Creator and stuff like that have problems with Ian and different people because they feel like they're cosplaying what black people is.
Ian
what I'm
even?
saying? Yeah, I think it was Ian directly that Tyler the Creator spoke on.
That's
you
that
know what
white
I'm
kid,
saying?
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he doesn't
yeah.
like present himself as like an
He's like a
urban
Gu-
artist.
He's like a Gucci clone and stuff like that. Is the way his style is. From what I heard, because I don't be listening to these guys. I'm not gonna take my time to go and like I know about them. I know about their existence, but it's because I watch their YouTube videos. But I'm not gonna go stream their music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Trust me, like as I've gotten older, like keep in mind, man, I started as like a white rapper. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like I'm at that point in my life now where I'm like, bro, if you're white, like don't even rap.
okay, so that
Like-
that leads me to a question that I want to
Don't
ask you.
use it. I know it's gonna be a trailer moment because I was viral, but like no, like okay, go ahead.
Because you say don't rap, but Eminem is one of the biggest the biggest rapper out of all of the rappers.
Okay, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Okay, unless you're a gangster white kid, you know what I'm saying, or gangster white dude,
Mm-hmm.
then do that type of music. If you want to do conscious rap as a white dude, like do whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like to actually be a rapper in terms of having the culture really partake in your music, there has to be something believable. No one wants to hear that conscious stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think you're wrong in a way because not the conscious part, but the gangster part. Because there's not been a white rapper who claims gangster who's been able to make it. Like Eminem, he doesn't claim to be a gangster. He's not a pussy, right? He'll fight you, but he's not gangster.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's crazy. I'm lyrical.
But he'd be
guy.
considered like a mesquite in the sense of or a good youth, like growing up. But he was around those people.
Yes.
But he himself was not like in the field.
He's
in that
not a
sense.
gangster rapper trying to push, there's this white gangster rapper from Detroit that's coming up. The gangster white rappers they never get on, bro. When have we had a gangster white rapper that people take seriously? You know what I'm saying?
MGK, to an extent.
As a
Cleveland.
gangster?
I mean, he's more gangster than freaking Jack Harlow or G-Eazy or
Yes.
or Asheroth or Mac Miller was, or you know.
So the measuring stick for gangsterism in white rap has been MGK? Really?
No, there are like low-key white rappers that are gangster. Like who's that one guy that's like on Vlad sometimes? He's bare tats.
Stitches? Not Stitch. Well, Stitches is another white rapper, but Stitches never was a popular white rapper. He was popular for antics.
Okay, but my whole thing is like, okay, obviously you can be a successful white rapper, right?
Yes.
But your demographic, the demographic that is consuming your music, is that reflective of the same demographic that is forming the culture? Like, are black people listening to G-Eazy or MGK like on their ones? Like, I don't know. I'm asking. Like,
No.
you know,
I think that G-Eazy can get played in the club, and nobody's gonna be like, "Yo, take that white boy off." You know what I'm saying?
maybe at the strip club when he's playing, if I hit it one time, I'm a pipe up. But
Yeah.
that song also has freaking ASAP Rocky and Cardi B.
Yeah, but they're not like, "Yo, who's this white boy on the song with him?" Because he's just playing his lane. He's not trying to be extra hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never seen a successful thug gangster white rapper. Like Paul Wall was like the limit of how gangster I've ever seen a white rapper be successful.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? And he
yeah.
wasn't like overly gangster, like I'm gonna shoot your face off. Like he was just like, I'm riding on grid,
Cool.
riding rim. He was cool.
He was more like a pimp.
Yes. He
Yeah.
wasn't like, yo, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. He was just like, I'm cool. I got nice grills and nice cars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mac Miller, cool. You know what I'm saying? Got good raps, could really, really rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't like a gangster rapper. Nobody ever looked at Mac Miller as some gangster rapper. But as soon as you try to be gangster, it's like, what's this white boy trying to be gangster?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I want to keep going back on my statement saying, like, if you're white, don't rap. Because if you're culturally in tune with hip hop,
Yeah.
of course, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the only reason I kind of said that was because, like, as someone who's attempted it, I understand how hard it is to get acceptance from the black hip hop community
Yes.
or just hip hop community
Yeah.
as a white dude, unless you're put on, like you're already on a pedestal. So then they'll see you kind of successful. They'll be like, okay, he's like the wave right now. Like Post Malone. Like black people were rocking with Post Malone at the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah.
Now I don't really see it. Now it's kind of like he turned his back on you guys. And now it's like, so unless there is that type of like viral moment, like I don't really see too many like just black hip hop fans bumping white rappers unless it's like Eminem. Like old Eminem. Am I lying? Like, are there who's cool? Like, I don't know.
Maybe Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow now, but even then, Jack Harlow, it's like he had that one viral track, and like I feel like they like Jack Harlow.
Yeah, Jack Harlow's cool. He's allowed to the. I don't want to speak for the cookout, but I think he's allowed to the cookout.
But he's cool with Drewski. Like
cool with Drewski.
You know,
he can rap really well. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying. Back to my gangster, my gangster thesis there. He's not trying to be overly gangster. He's not trying to be gangster at all. You know what I'm saying? I think it's way more easy to accept white guys in hip hop if they're not trying to be gangster.
Yeah, but I think a big part of the appeal of hip hop is like you got to represent an ideal.
Yeah.
So like, for example, like 50 Cent back in the day, the ideal he represented was like a strong man and someone who gets girls, but is also gangster.
Yeah.
So it's like people can look up to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There has to be some type of like aspirational element. So it's like, as a white rapper, the only, why are people looking up to you? You know what I'm saying? Is it because like the girls think you're good looking? Is it because you're super lyrical, miracle, spiritual? Is it because you make good music? Like, I don't know, man. Like,
there's that white rapper and we'll get off of this white rapper topic here. Though it starts with an M. I forget his name, man. He's from New York. He has bare tattoos, and his name starts with an M. People know in the comments. He has a song with Jadakiss, that came out a while back. He's super lyrical as well, but like you can tell that the man is extra gangster with all the damn tattoos he has. Featuring Mills.
That's the guy I was talking about too.
Yeah,
the guy on Vlad
yeah.
and stuff.
Right? So Mills is like a gangster rapper, and looks like a gangster with all the tats and stuff like that. To me, he's one of the most successful of the white rappers who are still gangster, and he's still kind of underground, bro.
Yeah, and he kind of keeps it
underground.
he keeps it real.
Yeah.
Like my whole thing is I know there are sick white rappers like Ari the Rugged Man and these guys, like some really good rappers.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like as I've gotten older, I'm realizing like, yo, what are you guys actually talking about? Like a lot of it's just wordplay. It's like, you know, like intricate references and all this stuff. And like there is a category for that.
Yeah.
But like just because you can put words together and like your old school hip hop, like doesn't mean that it has that cultural impact, you know?
Yeah. And also we can't forget Tom McDonald. But yeah, we ain't gonna talk about him.
Your boy.
I got a couple more stories for us here. A-Game, aka AyoDuo, got arrested. Now you're a younger buck, so I don't know. Page not available. What are you doing to me over here? Straight out the six. Straight out the six. What are you doing? I was ready to pull up that page. I think I downloaded the pictures and stuff from it. But AyoDuo, formerly known as A-Team, they picked up these guys for human trafficking and shit.
Oh, God.
The worst part about it is like, I don't know if this was the first time that these guys have been hit up for something like this, right? But, damn, bro.
What do I think of human trafficking? No.
That's bad. But I don't know, man. Like, I guess they took the story down. I don't know. Maybe they requested for Straight Out the Six to take the story down. They're like, yo, don't run that, bro. Because they had a wave back in the days. You don't know about the A-Team from back in the days. The thing is, I'm not even going to be able to find it if I just put A-Team in YouTube, because this is going to give me like and the other A-Team.
Yeah, or even A-Team by Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find the rappers, because they were a twin rap group from Toronto.
Oh, they're from Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is like older school.
Super older school, bro. Like, it was cool. It was back in the early 2000s when they were really on the wave. They were actually recently on the Rich Homie Quan's album.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
On his last album. So let me see if I can pull up AyoDuo. They might be
maybe they removed their socials.
I think they did, bro. Damn, man. This is some real mysterious shit going on here, bro. I knew I should have downloaded the goddamn story. So I guess their whole thing with the human trafficking, like, it's allegedly, obviously, but there's a new story that popped off saying that I guess one of the members or maybe both of the members from AyoDuo was picked up for that. And now the story's not here to be found. So I'm not saying that didn't happen.
I'm not saying that it did.
I'm not saying that it did, but I'm just saying I saw the story, okay, and now it's gone. All right? We'll leave that one there. I had a little sound effect of that one right there. Oh, goddamn. One more thing. Teachers smashing students. I wanted to talk to you about here. Right? I seen this on Twitter before we started the show. And this is just one of the new cases, all right? 31-year-old Indiana teacher accused of R-wording her students, including instances where she forced 3 underage boys to have S with her while wearing scream masks.
Forced?
I don't know if they forced.
She's pretty hot. Like,
yeah, but here's the thing. This has been getting more attention, or has it been happening more often?
It's been happening way more often since the onset of ski masks in high school. I feel like perhaps there has been some sort of archetype formed where maybe teachers see some kids in ski masks and just imagine whatever sexual activities they want to imagine.
Yeah,
and they're like, yeah, like if they, and she said she made them wear scream masks. So maybe it's like she has some type of fantasy where she wants to get like gangbanged by like dudes in masks or something.
I think she's wearing a scream mask.
No, where she forced while wearing scream masks.
Oh, mask. Okay, so they're wearing the scream mask.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, one. But I feel like this is not an isolated incident. Maybe the scream mask is a little bit isolated in the incident, but like the teacher smashing students has become something that I'm hearing like almost every 2 weeks or every week.
I hear it at least once a week, and it's usually in America. Sometimes it happens here, but I don't know, man. I feel like now that the social media has reduced the gap between people, reduced the distance.
Yeah.
So she probably on her IG being like, what are my students up to? Oh, damn, this is my students on this, my students on that. And it's like, they're on that for her too. So they see her in class and like, they just move to her, I guess.
Yeah, because if you can go onto your teacher's IG page and she puts up like, okay, we're grown now. So somebody who's 31, we're like, all right, that's whatever. But if you're like a 17 or like a 15-year-old kid, 31, you're like, yo, that's not you're a whole adult, fam. But these adults in these days and times, like I can go on IG and find a 35-year-old girl who's posting thirst traps, who has an OF account and all different types of things.
And is a registered teacher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? And is twerking and shit like that, but she's regular. You know what I mean? This is not like, oh my God, look at your lewd account. Like, no, that's just a regular account. Me and my girl's girl trip, right?
Yeah.
And they're wearing bikinis and she's doing the ass shot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the same account that I can go look at as a grown-ass man, I'm sure little Billy in school at 15 could go look at that account and be like, damn, my teacher's bad. And DM her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't, like, your generation and my generations are a few generations apart. But you're still from that generation where you couldn't DM your teacher.
No, but I was in the generation where your teachers had social media and we would look up our teachers. But oftentimes they would have some type of private account. You'd have to like add them as a friend. Like there was some sort of barrier. Because I feel like for them, they had to make sure their stuff was on private.
Yes.
They had certain like regulations around their social media activity.
Now, in these days and times, if your account is not on private, like if the teacher decided, you know, anybody can see my account, right? But She doesn't even have to have the twerking. She just has to have a few cleavage pics. You know what I'm saying?
Even this regular picture, if I was like a teenage, like a high school student, and that's my teacher, I'd be like, damn.
I'm DMing her, fam.
Yeah, like
I'm DMing her, bro. Like,
damn, miss.
Like I don't want to put it like it's still abuse or whatever because it's underage and different things like that. But is it always the teacher who's hitting them up? Because at this point now, like you can DM your teacher if you think she's hot, fam. I could never do that in my days. We didn't have the technology, fam.
Yeah, I think it's usually the teachers that initiate it, though.
Well, then, and that's also where the technology comes into place, where it's like a bad thing because just like as if I wanted to DM Madame Dutil, right? Salute to this is how I know how these kids feel, fam. Because when I was a kid, I had Madame Dutil who had the tight sweater. She was a French teacher with the titties coming out the tight sweater. I'm like, damn. If I could DM her back in the days, I would have DM'd their fam. But vice versa. If she was a sicko and she wanted to DM me, she could DM me.
And guess what? You would be more than happy to engage in whatever interaction she offered you.
I'm accepting the request. I'm like, oh my, almost dropping my phone to accept the request.
She's like, have you finished your homework? You're like, yeah, like, like whatever she wants to engage with you on, because like you're just used to that teacher-student dynamic. It's like the moment you're seeing her as just like another thing.
Bro, if Madame Dutil DM'd me back in days, fam, oh my God, as a kid, like with hormones and shit like that, I probably would have freaking caught a case for her or something.
And the amount of adrenaline, just knowing that like you smashed a teacher that has so much authority, like that's going to give you a sense of authority.
I wasn't even looking at it like that when I was a kid. I was just like, my hormones, oh, she got big breast. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could now have communications with that person, even if it's just the DMs and you didn't even get the smash, like, yo, fam, like
it's exciting.
It's too much, man. I think we're getting too much power with these phones. And I'm not blaming it on, like, the teachers still have to take accountability. Like, keep your hands off the youth, them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a kid in your class. But the fact that we have the technology now to just link up, like, off times, off school grounds, it's like, it can get real slippery with the slope, bro.
100%. And that environment, it has always been home to sexual activities between like different authority figures. Like there have been male teachers that have smashed female students, underage, female teachers that have smashed underage male students. It seems to be happening constantly, and it's like, why? And I think these high school kids are going through like that stage of puberty where like you're probably like, I don't know what age you're the horniest, but like I would have to imagine it's like sometime in high school.
Probably.
Right? Like early, early onset puberty, like you're like, that's when you feel it a lot. So it's like that mixed with like grown teachers who also have their own urges. Who knows? Maybe she was in a marriage, she wasn't satisfied. Maybe this is like her fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
these teachers be coming in with BBLs and shit and all types of new shit, bro. Like I couldn't be a kid now, fam.
Oh, I'm so happy I'm not a kid right now.
What?
It would be the worst time to grow up.
My teacher has a poppin' Instagram with 30,000 followers. Her and her friends are all hot, and she just came back from getting a BBL. I'm helpless, bro. I can't even concentrate on my schoolwork, bro.
Or imagine you're in grade 11 and the girl you have a crush on in your English class is getting sent money by some 35-year-old general contractor who has spare dollars. He has a whip. You're on the bus. Like you don't. It's almost like you don't stand a chance against him.
You can't win, bro. Oh, man. I just
salute to all the youngins out there right now who are growing up right now, because I cannot imagine the amount of pressure.
I would not, and I've said this multiple times on this podcast, I would not want to be a young person now. People diss me, old head, whatever. Yo, bro, thank you for being the age that I am now in 2025 and not, 25 years old or 20 years old. Like, bro, nah, bro. I'm not trying to figure it out right now, bro.
Yeah, that's why a lot of youngins are just crash outs now. I feel like they just have so much. It's like overwhelming the amount of stimulus they have to deal with.
Bro, the amount, and listen, I'm not trying to like sound like a dirtbag or brag, but the amount of gal that I've been able to smash over the years growing up as a 20-somethings and all that, without having to go onto a social media app, without having to add all these extra layers of fake shit, like we're blessed.
Yeah, it's like now you have to have some type of validation from your social media page to like show that you're somebody. But back in the day, everyone is just like your own validation, like what you got.
I just off of the way I was talking or looking or whatever, I was able to smash bare gal. I didn't have to have 30,000 followers on my Instagram to smash, fam.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to have a check mark or pull up in the fattest whip. Like, nah, bro. Like, we were just communicating. Oh, you like me? I like you. Okay, let's fuck. Like, was it
Simpler
like
times.
Yeah,
Simpler
bro.
times. Let's get back to that.
These youngins who are like, yo, Friday, you're an old head. They're going sexless, fam. You know what I'm saying? They're going through mad long droughts without dealing with gal them because the gal them only want guys who make $250,000 a year or whatever, like they say on all these stupid social media clips, bro.
Yeah, and like Van Lathan said, when you have sexual repression, that's when you want to destroy the environment around you, I guess.
You crash out.
Yeah.
Right? So listen, all you young heads who, oh, Friday, you're so old. All right, bro. I don't want to see how y'all feel in 2045, fam. In 2045, things will be different. And you have to grow up through this, bro, with the repression. Oh,
They'll be
shit.
married to robots.
Yes.
Like-
Yes.
like sexy robots. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like-
Anyhow, man, let's wrap it up for the evening. I think we got a nice oh shit, 2 hours and 8 minutes. I didn't even realize. Damn.
I'm thinking about the white rapper comments, so I'm like, I feel like you should leave it in because it's controversial, but I feel like I'm gonna have to like explain myself if anyone pages. Because then I start thinking, I'm like, no, like I can't say don't rap as a white person, but like unless you're about that life as a white person,
stand on that shit, nigga. If you feel that like if you don't fit the criterias for certain things as a white rapper, like if you're not lyrically proficient and you just want to be like a swag rapper, maybe you shouldn't pick that up. Maybe you should try to do something else. Work behind the scenes.
I feel like, okay, if you're white and you're super culturally in tune with hip hop, go ahead. But if you're just a white boy that can rap, you know what I'm saying, and you want to make some real cultural impact within hip hop, like I think you should reconsider how you go about it. Because like I feel like it lacks the authenticity that like people want from hip hop. Like no one goes to hip hop to hear like a white boy rap. Like you want to hear some authentic stories from the trenches and it sound good at the same time.
Yeah. And you know, if they do, it just has to be it has to be really good, man. Like there's our white guys who are doing their thing, but they've met all the requirements for what the hip hop head would want. You know what I'm saying? Good flows, can rap, comes from an environment that maybe we can relate to in a way.
What, Macklemore?
No.
No,
he's
but
successful though.
He is successful, but is he culturally successful? Or is he just successful from a music industry perspective where it's like he was able to capitalize off just being a white rapper?
He sold records, but like I don't think it was the capitalizing off of being a white rapper. He just happened to be white. He had a really popular song that was infectious. That
Thrift Shop. I'm gonna pop some tags.
Like we weren't looking at that in the culture as like, yo, this is a hard rap song. It was just some cool poppy shit. So like a white boy doing that was like on brand.
Okay, I'm trying to think of like within the culture, what is one white hip hop song that was culturally infectious where everyone like it might be White Iverson.
The Post Malone shit?
The first Post Malone track. Maybe not Lil Pump is Latino.
No, my brain defaults to Eminem.
But like what Eminem song were black people really rocking with?
My Name Is.
That was the very first one that was like booming.
Everybody
but that was a shock value.
Yeah, but people were like saying it too. Like we were saying the lyrics. Like we liked that song. That was some shit that was hip hop.
Okay, but did you guys like the Real Slim Shady, which followed up after, or it got less?
We liked it, but we weren't playing that in the jams. Like it was pop.
So what white songs make it to the jams? Jump Around.
Jump Around, yes. Yes.
That's the one. Like
Jump Around was getting a lot of play in the
we gotta
hip-hop
go
jams.
30 years back to get one.
Everlast, yo. That's Everlast is part of the Rhyme Syndicate, which was Ice-T. Like he has history. He was somebody in hip-hop, Everlast, before he became part of House of Pain. So we already had that identification, like, yo, that's Everlast from freaking Rhyme Syndicate. You know what I'm saying? And then when they blew up, everybody was just like, yo, those are the Irish guys, the House of Pain guys. They didn't know about the other part. But the culture, we knew about that part. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of his in too.
Maybe Smack That? But that's
Smack That. That's
Akon's song.
Eminem and Akon.
There has to be a black feature on it.
Yeah. The Akon is the driver on that song.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn, yo, I'm telling you, like, the reason why I said that white rapper statement is because when you actually go to these like events with like people from the culture and they're playing the music, you don't hear no white rappers.
Listen, let's leave it for the comments. Comment gang strong. Let us know what white rappers are getting run in the black clubs.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to hear, and with all due respect, like the white people who are gonna be like offended by it, like I understand, cause like bro, like I was in that position. I like white boy rap music too, Asheroth and like Lyrical Miracle. So like I actually like that stuff, cause bro, I'm not super like, you know, like hood and stuff. I just like lyrics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Action Bronson
goes hard.
He does, but can you name me 3 songs?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but he's known, you know.
Actually, you know, that's what I'll end off the show here with. I'll end up with
Riff Raff.
No. Acting crazy.
It has to be Paul Wall. Paul Wall's the only one that I feel like you guys run in the club.
Yeah.
We can't leave out Paul Wall.
Yeah, salute to Paul Wall. But yeah, let's wrap it up for the evening.
We love hip hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.